Courage is often seen merely as the ability to confront fear or adversity. But spiritual courage is looked at differently. When we look at it through a spiritual lens, then courage transforms into a profound act of faith and integrity, and the courage to say no. Because when we say no, we begin the process of connecting deeply with our values, our beliefs, and our sense of existence. It takes courage to go within. We must encourage, using courage, we find a quiet time that is essential for our spiritual growth. Many of us have challenges in this world because we're disconnected from the divine. And the only way that you can get connected to the divine is in solitude. In solitude, then we are connecting deeply with our inner selves, allowing reflection on our journeys and the world around us. We can't always be where everybody wants us to be. And people always want to say, I can tell you how many invitations I get. Oh, join us here. Come and speak here. All of that. But for me, most of the time, I say no. Not because I'm trying to be rude, not because I don't like the people, but because I've got to find time to connect with my inner self. I have to find time to connect with my journey and the world around me. And I can't do it with all the noise of the world. I can't do it every time, I have to be here and be here. And for many of you, for the most part, you find time only when you go to bed. You find time only when you go to bed. But you should make time for yourself and the divine. Munachiso. How can you minachiso when you can't find the time to actually make that connection so that you can take the connection with you after you have met with Chineke, so to speak, Then you know where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do, and then you take that into the world. But if you're heading into the world disconnected and all of that, you have challenges. Most people think, because we're in the age of smartphones and this constant connectivity, we think because anytime that we're not connected, then we have a lonely life. No, that's a paradox of loneliness. No. We think that if we're not connected with the world, then that's a paradox of loneliness. We become accustomed to virtual interactions, constant interactions, and then we wonder why sometimes we're just confused, because there's so much things hitting us at one time, and we find ourselves trying to understand what's going on. But you can't understand what's going on if you don't find a moment to actually think about it. We miss the profound richness of being alone with our thoughts. It's okay. Sometimes they make it seem like somebody who's lonely is an oddity. It's not an oddity. A lot of people have, that's why when you have some of the spiritual leaders, they go up to the mountains and just to be alone, to reaffirm their connection with the divine. The monks, Buddhist monks, etc. That's what they do. That reconnection is so important, because once you find yourself, you're better able to work with the world, connect with the world. So being alone with your thoughts is not a bad thing. That's spiritual courage. But you have to be able to say, okay, no, I can't be a part of whatever you're doing. I'm good. I'm going to function on my own. So solitude is not merely an absence of noise, but a sacred space for introspection. Have the courage to find a space where you can listen, even if just listen to the music flow, talk to Chineke, and listen, and you will hear, as we say, it's in solitude that you hear the voice of the divine speaking to you. And it is in solitude that you can ask the questions about your behavior, to ponder your path, and understand your place within this greater tapestry of existence. Many of us don't know. You know, we let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't be scared. Let's just go. No. You know, for centuries, many African cultures have cherished the quiet life, viewing it as a profound luxury. It's not uncommon for you to see, if you go to the village, you see an old man just sitting by himself, not surrounded by anything, but just sitting there by himself, surrounded by the beauty of nature. The sacred time, it helps you foster awareness and connection with the universe. This universe that we live under, we should be able to understand how it impacts us, even in small ways. But you can't do that when you're constantly running your mouth and you're around people raising all kinds of stink. And you wonder why you are so confused half the time. So you need to have the courage and find moments of stillness so that you can cultivate a deeper understanding of your spirit and the world. It is a luxury. The luxury of solitude nurtures a more harmonious way of living. You have to learn to say no so you can develop spirit, and that is spiritual courage. Do you have it? How many of you have spiritual courage? So it's important for us to reclaim the sacred time, honoring the wisdom of the ancestors, and the, you know, when they say mechono gente, shut up and listen. Not just listen to other people talking, but listen to the voice of the divine. Listen to nature. Just shut up and listen. Gente.
Yep.
In so doing, ladies and gentlemen, we enrich our spirit, our spiritual lives, and foster a more meaningful existence. So today I'm asking you to understand that courage is beyond the absence of fear. Courage is your ability to say no, to become retrospective, to go inward without the permission of anybody. And you don't need anybody's permission. It's your time. When we say Monachiso, it is time, it is your time to be one with the divine. I don't care how often you do it. If you choose to do it a whole day, it's okay. If you choose to do it 20 minutes, whatever time frame allows you to pause, inhale and exhale, and be one with the divine by yourself, there is no shame in that. I personally find it quite fulfilling. You know, I used to, when I was younger, Dibia, I don't know about you, but when I was a lot younger, I loved to be with people. I love to do it. You know, I have to be here. If you look, where's Owa? She's there. Where's Owa? She's there.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I've found that all those being here, there, and neither, is not really very, very spiritually rewarding. So when you embrace spiritual courage, if you're able to face challenges with resilience and authenticity, Dibia Yudi, that is my contribution to that conversation at this to this point. What are your thoughts? Igbo, yeah.